Live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. I am sorry that we're getting a bit of a late start this morning. We pushed a new update to my graphics driver. That would be the reason for the delay. But it's in, it's installed, it's on, everything's up and running and working well, and I am able to stream for the full hour, just, about 20 minutes later than normal. So hopefully you see it as I do, and all's well that ends well. Let's go ahead now and fire up the game. Alright, let's check out the Thorns cages. That's what I wanted to do to kick things off. Hey Nyron, how are you, my friend? Morning, Lone Wonder. Good morning, Reaper. I did have a nice Thanksgiving, and I am doing well. Thank you all for asking. So we can't get into that cage with the Cazadors. Can't get into this one with the Mantises. And you'll notice they're actually not hostile to us anyway. The Count with 2,500 bits. Oh my gosh, my friend. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So we got geckos behind that cage. Alright. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. So those of you chatting in Twitch, who receive them, you can check out your shiny new VIP badges if you want. They don't really matter much. So the North Sewers are actually a settlement that I'm not inclined to explore yet, with multiple entrances. So we're going to leave that door aside for now. And check out these cages here. She actually has death claws. Night Stalkers. Rad Scorpions. An empty one. Manhole to the Thorn. Where am I now? Interesting. That door requires a key. That one is inaccessible. Presumably we'll figure this out in a quest at some later point. Let's check out the rest of this tunnel. And nothing. Okay. Nice and easy. The rest of you, who are Americans at least, how was your Thanksgiving? Get a nice break, get good family time. Morning, His Headness. How are you? Let's check out Red Lucy's chambers. I'm doing well, His Headness. Thank you for asking. We'll steal her whiskey bottle. Dead Money has inculcated the habit of turning off all the radios. Take the pencil and the scissors. Peek the gun cabinet. Light switch, I like that. Alright, let's hack her terminal. Very easy. Taunt, 1 of 5. March works, there we go. That's pretty great. Well, thank you so much for the bits, my friend. I really appreciate the way you regularly come in here and cheer in huge amounts. It's lovely. The Thorn's mainframe control, power flow status, electricity supply at 74% capacity, creature cage status, cage access secure, the Thorn's ledger, accessing data, misreads messages, messages can't be read. How interesting. Alright. Well, that leaves nothing but actually speaking to Red Lucy. Let's run down here and do that, and then we'll be done with Thorn for now.
I'd remember if I had seen you here before. I'm sure of it. What do you want?
What's this place?
The clamor of our bloodthirsty crowds reaches every corner of the wasteland. But I'll pretend that your ignorance doesn't offend me, stranger. This is the Thorn. Here's where the strong make a name for themselves, and the weak are fed to the jaws of hell. You can bet on the contenders. Or, if you have what it takes, be one of the contenders. Be warned. The Thorn demands respect. Break the rules, or offend me in any way, and I'll gut you open for all to see.
Tell me more about the Thorn.
What do you want to know?
What are the rules?
The rules are simple. My creatures fight for our pleasure. You can bet on a contender and earn double if you choose the victor. But you can get a bigger share if you risk your skin in the Thorn. Win a fight, and I'll give you a meaty cut of the earnings. I won't tolerate anyone that interferes with the fights. Offend me, and your blood will be the next to spill. Other than that, anything goes.
What's fighting in the next match?
Rad scorpions. The crowd loves those.
I've got other questions for you.
I'm listening.
Talk about the Thorn. Do you set up custom fights?
My creatures are expensive to find, expensive to raise, and expensive to maintain. If your pleasure is to see them bleed at your will, I'll oblige only after my costs are covered, stranger. Those costs will change depending on your choice of fighters. Also, I'll only allow fair fights in the Thorn. I'll help you set up good matches. You pay, you bet, and I bring you the most delightful spectacle on this world. Are we clear?
I want to fight in the Thorn. I want to set up a mixed fight. Let's go back to my other questions. There's no need to fight at this point. You can bet for caps, which we don't need to do. You can fight for experience, which we don't need to do. But she does have a quest I'm going to complete.
I'm listening.
I've got questions about Westside.
Ask and you might get an answer.
Is Westside part of New Vegas?
New Vegas has many faces, stranger. Despite everything, it shall never be whole. When the land hunts you, when fighting for survival is the norm, your neighbors become either saviors or enemies. Westside is a part of New Vegas, just as much as it's a part of the wasteland. In the end, stranger, we need them both to continue making our fate.
How do people here manage to survive? Good morning, Cyclo. My Thanksgiving was really good. Like most people, I eat turkey, and my personal favorite is probably oyster stuffing.
Westside attracts all sorts of travelers, including merchants and farmers. They come here to exchange their goods or to seek protection. Our community provides enough food, clothes, weapons, and medicine to encourage trade and to arm our defenses. The Thorn demonstrates, beyond anything else, that we're self-sufficient. Our desert blood has overcome even the strongest beasts of the wasteland.
Tell me again about Westside's relationship to New Vegas.
Let
me ask you about something else.
I'm listening.
Tell me about you.
What's on your mind?
My mind's thinking about what I could do with you in private.
Bold, as it pleases the Thorn and me. But it does take more than that to earn my admiration. You speak like a hunter, yet only actions prove one's worth. The Thorn requires a tribute of blood, and so do I.
How can I pay tribute to you?
Think you have what it takes? All right. Prove your worth, and I'll reward your service. The Thorn needs newborn specimens that will one day grow to honor us with their blood. Bring me 12 giant mantises' eggs. If you accomplish this, I might gift you with greater tasks in the future.
Where can I find giant mantises' eggs?
You'll find egg-carrying mantises in the wasteland. But a wise hunter would search at a mantis's breeding ground, like the nearby ruins of Vault 22.
I'll find giant mantis eggs for you.
You've got yourself a deal. So long, stranger.
So that'll kick off a quest. Bleed me dry. Let's talk to her some more.
Welcome back, stranger.
We didn't get through all the dialogue. Red Lucy needs giant mantis's eggs. It's faster to gather them at a breeding ground like Vault 22. Let's talk about the creature's eggs you need.
Bring me a...
Still looking for the giant mantis eggs.
Your loss. Come back to me when you have something to offer. Welcome back, stranger.
There we go. How did you become the master of the thorn?
The thorn is my master, not the other way around. I live to make our kin able to transcend their limitations. Our land is harsh and hostile. Our lives are cheap and fragile. Death is our assured fate, striking when least we expect it. The thorn awakens us to the truth. Here we escape from our bonds and choose the moment of death against the will of destiny.
His Headness, yes, I am heading to Vault 22 as soon as I finish talking to her. What's your take on the state of affairs of the Mojave Wasteland?
The land does not care about petty squabbles among lesser men. I don't care about that either. In the end, the people of New Vegas will continue to live and die here. It matters not who their self-appointed master is.
Alright, goodbye.
So long, stranger.
And let's roll to Vault 22, which is a fun one. If memory serves, we have the original Fallout 1 Vault 13 soundtrack play the entire time we're in there. It'll be the basic Spore carriers, not the Honest Hearts versions, so it'll be a very easy dungeon. But like most vaults, it's going to be a long and complex one. We also have Dr. Hildern's There Stands the Grass quest. Still active there. Plenty to do. Vault 22, if memory serves, is basically due west of here. Yeah, Nyron. No, oh, no. You mean the guy who showed up in chat that day. He wanted me to do Vault 11, which we have now already done. But he wanted it done way before I was ready to. I think we need to arc over into this canyon. I think it's the correct one. If this is the right way, and it's not. Same. You'll notice a whole lot of plant life suddenly appearing when you're correctly on course to Vault 22. But if you think back to the Honest Hearts expansion, we saw a lot of evidence of people who had escaped specifically from Vault 22, including the giant spore plants and the spore carriers, as well as the actual remnants of the dweller camps and everything along those lines. Huh. Little campground, Cazadors. And we can really wreck regular Cazadors now, which I enjoy. Let's go do that. Ha! Gotta love it. Pow! Oh, we've come a long way since level 1, friends. Let's It's one of these. This looks fairly promising. Yes. So you can see all the plants and all the graffiti. Stay out. The plants kill. You have discovered Vault 22. Oh, and look, find Vault 22 was its own challenge. A few mantises. Alright, there we go. This place made you jump because you missed a hiding spore carrier. Yeah, Vault 22 it's a pretty well done location. Like, you know, one of those. I always say that when Obsidian actually made a level, they did a really good job, and they certainly did make a nice big level here with Vault 22. Restored terminal. Vault 22 Inner Lab Network main entrance security station. Warning, system integrity compromised, unauthorized login. Vault 22 Expedition Entry 1. I've established a temporary camp inside the entrance of the vault. Power inside is minimal but still running, and I've managed to hack into one of their security terminals. The logs show that several people have entered the vault over the past few months, but none have left. It's getting late, so I'll resume the expedition in the morning. Keeley out. Vault 22 Expedition Entry 2. The growth in the interior matches the exterior to a T. It's a little surprising given the scarcity of sunlight in the entrance room. But even more surprising is that they seem to originate from further below. Maybe that fool Hildern was onto something after all. Since my Pip-Boy is on the fritz, I'll try to keep a running log of my discoveries in whatever computers I can find and collate the data before leaving. Right. Here's a duffel bag. Few somewhat relevant goodies. Yeah, there's that Vault 13 theme. Pre-war book, Programmer's Digest. The elevator does not seem to be working. You could probably pop open the nearby panel and tinker with it to get the elevator working. Repair the elevator. The elevator door opens without a hitch. Buttons corresponding to the different levels of the vault glow faintly along the wall. Which one do you press? We're not actually going to take the elevator. We're just going to go down level by level. But second level, oxygen recycling. Third level, food production. Fourth level, common areas. And fifth level, pest control. Get my 3 Nuka-Colas. Oh, and I'm dehydrated now. Drink some water, too. Door to Vault 22, oxygen recycling. Yeah, this one's fun. There's the elevator. Stairs down. Let's hit the lab first. You gotta look carefully here because as Nyren alluded to, the spore carriers don't show up on your perception radar until you actually, like, aggro them. So you have to watch carefully if you're trying to find them. Let's try this door first. We appear to have found another Keeley duffel bag. Expedition remnants. And sure enough, there's another terminal. Vault 22 Expedition Entry 3. Interlab Network Oxygen Lab System. This level seems to have been devoted to the study of atmospheric effects on plants, with a concentration on producing plants with a high oxygen yield. Given the problems these vaults were known to have, it sounds like a reasonable avenue of research. Entry 4. It's strange, but some sections of the machinery down here appear to have been modified for some unknown purpose. The restraints regarding oxygen content and systemic pressure have been bypassed. Entry 5. I've been hearing a strange chittering sound for some time now and finally discovered its source. There's some kind of giant mantises that have taken up residence in the vault. I almost ran smack into one the other day, but the creatures don't appear to react to my presence at all. Perhaps the others sent here ran afoul of the creatures, but I can't see how a few scattered insects could pose much of a problem to experienced mercs. That's because the mantises ain't the problem, lady. But we'll figure that out ourselves soon enough. Yeah, so the thing is, these big clumps of plant life everywhere, the spore carriers blend in really, really well. You can see a mantis skittering off through a tunnel over there. We can't get into this blocked off area just yet. Let's look at this terminal. Warning, system diagnostics shows that memory has been corrupted. Oxygen recycling main system, check inventory. Retrieving inventory information. Another restored terminal. System diagnostics shows that memory has been corrupted, retrieving uncorrupted files only. Noise complaint. Could maintenance look into the ductwork here on level 2 again? I know you guys took a look at this last week, but I swear the noise is back. I even have other people that can back me up on it this time, too. Alright. That's the other door out of the labs. Let's check this other side room. And down the stairs we go. Vault 22, food production, level 3. So now we begin dealing with the hidden spore carriers. As you can see, absolutely nothing popped on my Pip-Boy. He was just crouched in the plants there. There's the elevator and there's the stairs. So now we need to be really careful when we see a clump of plants like this. Thankfully, with our redonkulous stealth, we can roll up basically point blank and still spot them first. Entry 6. I finally found some of the bodies of the scientists that lived here. They appear to be overgrown with some form of lichen. They blend in so well with the other growth that I walked right by several of them without even noticing them. I've taken the proper precautions, but the lichen doesn't seem to be contagious, at least to ghouls. Entry 7. This level appears to be where they performed most of the research NCR is interested in. I've been able to collect a little, but the vast majority of the data from the research done here is inaccessible. I'll have to find the main backup and download from there. There's a spore carrier. You'll also notice that we cannot target them in vats when they're unaggroed, which is just delightful. Alright, let's explore these rooms. There's one there. Food additive. Restored terminal. Status report 9228. Yields continue to improve. Splicing together cultivar GN188 with the existing corn samples has produced a hybrid that responds better to the artificial lights we have. On a side note, Dr. Peters has missed his third straight day due to illness. His work ethic hasn't exactly been stellar to this point, so I'm requesting confirmation from the clinic that he is in fact sick. Status report 9253. On a lark, the guys down in pest control sent up a sample of a substance one of their specimens secretes to attract insects. Tests show that the substance has a mood-altering effect on smaller mammals. If anyone volunteers, we can begin human testing soon. Quite a number of the staff have begun to show symptoms of some sort of viral infection. I've begun to order them to stay in bed and recover, but at this rate there won't be anyone left to do research. Status report 9312. Not much to report today. The mood is unusually somber in the wake of Dr. Peters' passing. There's a strange rumor going around that the commotion downstairs was caused by, of all things, Dr. Peters' corpse suddenly animating and attacking people. I don't know who would start such a vicious rumor, but it's in exceptionally bad taste. Okay. Mantises back there. Can't get to them from here. There it is. Okay. Terminal. Security request. Assistant Mathers went into the caves at 1846 today and still hasn't returned. Requesting security escort for science personnel to conduct a search. Medical emergency. We need a medical team up here now. Dr. Peters just returned with one of the security escorts who is horribly wounded. When I asked them where the other security officer was, he just paled and shook his head. In the meantime, Dr. Bailey has ordered that the door to the caves be sealed until a further investigation can take place. Help. Is anyone down there? Security is trying to hold off. Well, I don't know what they're trying to hold off. Please send security up at once. With Dr. Bailey watching over his sick wife and daughter in their quarters down in the common area, I'm officially in charge of the level, and I am requesting security at once. Shit. Cave door access terminal. Until further notice, the door to the caves is to be sealed at all times by order of Administrator Bailey. See him for further details. Disengage lock. Can't. Need administrative clearance. Well, okay then. Excuse me. Common areas. There's the elevator, and the stairs are blocked. Can't go further down. See what's in the store. Bathrooms. I'll bet you that one with the plant life has a spore carrier in it. What do you bet? I actually didn't buy anything in the Steam sale. I wasn't paying attention while I was off in Georgia on vacation. I probably should have. That was silly of me. That appears to be it for the bathrooms. No worries. The Overseer's office. I was sure there'd be a spore carrier there. Unlock crew quarters, unlock data backup, unlock cavern access. Crew quarters door unlocked, data backup door unlocked. Error, override engaged at door site. To unlock cavern access. Still about 4 hours left before it finishes. Oh, that's nice. I might take a quick spin when I get to the office and shop around and see what I can find. That door goes to the lower level, so let's sweep this direction then. Thanks for the heads up, I appreciate it. Potato crisps. Alright, guess we'll start here. Cave fungus. First aid box. Bobby pin. Yeah, we want all that. Want all the. We need the booze. Gotta have the booze. Beer, ciggies. Do this one next. Looks like another generic room where we'll just get a few future purified waters. Oh, and an actual sarsaparilla. Nice. Fresh apple. You keep using that word fresh, New Vegas. I do not think it means what you think it means. Alright, let's try this door now. Oh, it's pool cue back there. I know I saw something. A few sarsaparillas and another terminal. Oh, here we go. Entry 8. I guess no one will miss this ridiculous trivia game. The questions weren't even that hard. It looks like this is where most of the people were when they died. The medical reports I found suggested that most of them succumbed to some kind of airborne infection. I'm going to see if I can convert some of the grow lamps into UV spectrometers to test the air for contaminants. Entry 9. After numerous attempts, I found a range that highlights the particles in the air that I believe killed everyone in this vault. Preliminary tests show them to be spores of some kind. I've set up spectrometers on several of the levels now, and the concentration appears to increase in the lower levels. At this point, I'm concerned that the plants here may constitute a danger to the people of the NCR. Alright. Now we need to head to the lower level. There's a spore carrier. I see him. Nice of him to move around like that. Makes it easy. There's another. There's yet another. This is the one place we would find fresh vegetables. That's a fair point, actually. For those of you counting, that was 5 out in that main level. So if you actually aggroed them, I mean, it probably still wouldn't do much to us at level 50, but it'd be a heck of a fight if you came here early. Quarters. There's your spore plant. And a spore carrier brute. Alright, let's actually check the rooms now. What's up, dog? Fuck him up, fuck him up. Aw, whole little family. There's your Vault 22 jumpsuit. Don't forget to collect Vault jumpsuits for the strip later. Water. Vault 22 cave door key card. That is what we need, but we might as well finish exploring level 4 before we head back up there. Oh yeah, I did already look there. Okay. Hallway's locked. Probably means just a couple more bedrooms now. Alright, let's see what else we have here on the lower level. Clinic. Terminal. Case 162. Patient Harrison T. Peters. Condition: Dr. Peters is suffering from a severe case of pneumonia, the result of the spread of some sort of microorganism in his lungs. I've applied the usual treatment and requested that he refrain from working and stop by twice a day for observation. Case 164, Group. Patients: Pam Mitchell, Michael Cordella, Samwise Horton, Naoki Fujimoto, Kenneth Derrida. Update: this entire group showed up throughout the course of the day displaying the same symptoms. They're remarkably similar to Dr. Peters' condition when he first came in a week ago. I hope we don't have a contagion on our hands. Case 162 update. Patient Harrison T. Peters. Update: Dr. Peters isn't responding to the treatment, or more accurately, his body is actively rejecting the treatment. His condition has worsened, and I'm on the cusp of ordering exploratory surgery. Case 173, Group. Patients: Elizabeth Bailey, Marcia Bailey, Amy Hayes Garfield, Herman Jenkins, Veronica, James Keyes, Robert Kirkpatrick, Amanda Lowry, Donald Orlando, Iris Pamino, Stephen Rado, Yolanda Reyes, Kelly Sarkin, Nicholas Valdez. Update: another group with chills, a fever, and a terrible racking cough. I'm recommending that they be separated from the general populace. Case 162 update. Patient Harrison T. Peters. Update: Dr. Peters is dead. His vitals flatlined 10 minutes before he entered surgery. I decided to perform an autopsy immediately and discovered his lungs were filled with some sort of fungal infection. Strangely, the fungus still shows evidence of growth despite the death of its host. I'll consult with one of the mycologists on the 5th level and see if they can identify it. Case 162 update. Patient Harrison T. Peters. Update: I don't really know how to describe what just happened. One minute I was closing up for the day, and the next, Dr. Peters' corpse sat up and attacked me. I was able to flee the office and seal it inside until security arrived. But what the hell is going on? If all the recent illnesses are the same thing. Alright. Utility. Another terminal. Ticket 1, strange noises. Problem, noises in vents. Action, sent a team to inspect. Result, source of problem not detected. Ticket 2, gas leak? Problem, reports of possible gas leak. Several people have complained of coughing fits and other respiratory symptoms. Action, complete diagnostic of air circulation system. Result, discovered minor discrepancies in the mass of the air being pumped through the vault, but no harmful gases were detected. Also, a strange residue was detected on the air filters, which has been forwarded for identification. Swapped out the filters just in case. Alright, well, that appears to be it for here, but now we have access to the Vault 22 cave door back on the food production level, so let's head there. Access granted. Unlocking. There we go. Well, we got mantises out here. Vault 22, oxygen recycling. So this will take us back behind the locked door we saw on level 2, or the blocked passage, I mean, where we saw that scuttering mantis through that window. Why is that important? This room is where the HEPA cartridge filters for the Brotherhood are. Completed. Search the vaults in the region for several HEPA cartridge filters. That's why we needed to find this room. We can head back into the food production level. Check out the rest of this cave. Giant mantis female. Let's look down here first. Vault 22, pest control. So that's how we get to level 5 if we can't repair the elevator. But let's clear the rest of this cave first. Pick giant mantis eggs. Pile of giant mantis eggs added. Return to Red Lucy with the giant mantis eggs. We will, but we've got more vault to explore first. Specifically, level 5, pest control. We gotta check out this passage too. And it's blocked. Alright. Nothing left now but the bottom level. And we still haven't completed the NCR quest, but as you can see, a lot of different stuff points us to Vault 22. I don't like to go to a place until I have everything that sends us there. And we got that when we saw Red Lucy, or after visiting Red Lucy. Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor. Come on, don't bother me. Freaking emails. One actually is work, too. Alright. Let's look around in here. Empty desk, terminal. Pest control subsystem, species 1. Species BE908. A distant relative of the more commonly known Venus flytrap, species BE908 seems to be performing well. The plants are a threat to creatures up to 5 times their size due to the violent nature of their closing maws. Those that aren't swallowed whole are often incapacitated by their initial bite. The plant's lack of mobility is offset by their ability to lure prey into reach by means of a nectar they secrete from their bodies. Species 2. Species Mantis religiosa. Of all the species we brought with us, the common mantis exceeds the rest in terms of predation. The insects are voracious and their camouflage allows them to attack prey by surprise. Also, they complement our botanical specimens by hunting down those pests that avoid or escape our other measures. Lastly, mantises will begin to cannibalize one another when other food is scarce, making their numbers self-regulating when prey is scarce. Species 3. Bovaria mordicana. An entomopathogenic fungus, B. mordicana has been developed to colonize the bodies of most common pests. Once it has fully colonized a host body, the host technically dies, but the body continues to move by means of the fungal colony within it. In this manner, the fungus moves amongst more of its prey, occasionally spraying spores in a radius around the host body, infecting all who come near it. Its drawbacks include the time it takes to kill prey, 10 to 20 days, and its limited effectiveness when dealing with unsocial pests. Well, that basically lets you piece together what happened here. This game came out way before The Last of Us, I think. Someone there was a fan. Someone at Naughty Dog. Down we go. Fuck you! Alright, so there's the elevator. Here are the stairs. There's a very easy lock here, which we can get open. Not much to it, really. It just takes us behind that blocked staircase, but you do get the AER-14 prototype, a unique laser rifle. You want to make sure you do, in fact, check that stairwell and unlock that. Fuck you! And a blockade. And more spore carriers. And another blockade. There's not another one here, is there? No. Okay, good. He's elsewhere. Thought so. Wanted to be sure. Oh, spore plant. Nothing else in here. Alright. Fair enough. Only one way. Only one path to check then, at the moment. That's through here. More spore plants. As far as I know, carriers can't jump, so I don't think they're going to stick any inside those little corrals, but I guess you never know. Alright, now we're on the other side of that first blockade. There's a hard locked door here. There's that second blockade we saw. Let's check this room. Terminal. Download research data. Completed. Enter Vault 22 and download the research data found there. Return to Dr. Hildern at Camp McCarran with the research data. Okay, that's where I came in. I got turned around. Nothing in here but those enemies, it seems. Oh, oh. There's something back here. More caves. Oh boy. Can I get down this? Can I get back up this way? I guess is the real question. No. Spore plants abound. I'm sure there's a way back up somewhere. Man, this place is huge. This cave. Doesn't actually appear to be much of any stuff, though. And only one other passage out. That much is easy. Yep. And there she is, Keely. How do we get out? Let's go ahead and... I don't really have time to talk to Keely. Oh, here's the way out. I'm going to finish exploring and then park by Keely to finish out Vault 22 in the next episode. So here's the second entrance to the caves, which is probably going to be... This is probably going to be that hard locked door I saw earlier. Sure is. Perfect. Disengage lock. Yep, there we go. Okay. Well, we've fully explored everything. All that's left to do is chat with Keely and escape Vault 22. We've accomplished all of the quest objectives that led us here. And we've been streaming for an hour, which means it is time to end this episode. So let's go get back next to Keely and save. We'll chat with her and escape the vault next time on Let's Play Fallout New Vegas, which will be Thursday morning. Until then, those of you who joined me live on Twitch, I would like to thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you joining me, as always. If you're new and you enjoyed what you saw, I hope you will consider hitting the follow button so that you can see the next time that we go live. If you're watching later on YouTube, if you like the content, I hope you'll like the video. I stream early in the morning and at pretty unpredictable hours, but all of my content does get to YouTube, so if you want to make sure you don't miss anything, then please subscribe to the channel as well. And finally, regardless of the platform you're watching on, I hope you will consider joining our Discord server. The link to do so is either in the Twitch channel description or the YouTube video description. The Discord is where we discuss what you'd like to see me play next, talk about gaming and life in general, and just have a cool community that I hope you'll all consider joining. The next stream is probably going to be the Thursday morning Fallout. I think that as I look around at the week and what's going on at work, we'll probably be able to do Fallout Thursday morning, and we should be able to do episode 2 of Fear on Thursday evening. But watch the Discord for confirmation on those. So, thanks again to all of you for being here, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.